One of my favorite features from the Secure Act 2.0 is still not yet operational, but there is a workaround. I'll explain that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. All right, it was maybe a couple years ago, was creating some content for you talking about some advantages of the Roth 401K, and I started getting frustrated with a certain feature that I just didn't see why it wasn't already allowed, why the IRS, or in this case Congress, hadn't already made this available to you and to all of us as you're saving up for retirement. And yeah, I got on a little bit of a soapbox, and without me knowing, just a year or so later, this exact feature was one of the approved new laws in the Secure Act 2.0. That's right, Secure Act 2.0 was thousands of pages of new tax law, 100 new tax law changes. I'm sure politicians, I hope most of them probably didn't read all of it. And these 100 tax law changes were set to start and take place right away. Some of them would be implemented in 2024, some in 25, some in 2026. By the way, this was all being approved at the time that the IRS was still trying to digest all the tax law changes from the Secure Act 1.0. So gosh, what a mess. But 100 tax law changes within the Secure Act 2.0, and this specific feature was supposed to be made available and operational and put in use as of 1/1 of 2024. But I still haven't seen anyone that is able to do it just yet. What feature am I talking about? The ability to have your 401k company match dollars go into the Roth side of your 401k. That's right. Is it available to you? If so, leave a comment below whether it is or whether it isn't. I still have yet to see anyone who has that ability, that functionality to direct their 401k match dollars into the Roth side of their 401k. You might be listening to this saying, no, that's what I'm doing. All of my contributions are going Roth. In fact, since the time I opened my 401k, all of my 401k contributions have gone into the Roth. I know, but has your employer match also gone into the Roth 401k? When we've brought this up to people, they say, well, what else would it go into? It's going into my 401k. All of my contributions are going Roth, so their contributions are Roth too, right? And I always ask this question, well, did you have to pay tax on those match contributions? And the answer has always been no, up until this new law and up until this gets implemented. But right now, those company match dollars, they're not showing up on your W-2. You're not getting a separate 1099. I haven't been able to see where anyone's been able to actually flip the switch and make this functional. I get it. It's Congress that didn't. I know that there's a lot of, it's a concerted effort. Your payroll company needs to have this figured out. Your HR, your employer needs to figure this out. The investment companies need to figure this out. I mean, will this be added to your W-2? Will you get an extra 1099? How will this work? It obviously is going to take a while for this to get sorted out, but here we are in the fall of 2024. This was supposed to be made available to be implemented at the beginning of this year. I still have yet to see a case that or a circumstance where someone's been able to do it, but there is a workaround. So if you are like me saying, I wish I could do this, and I want to do it right now, there is a workaround. Follow these steps. First, go to your pay stub and find out how much your company match has been year to date. How much has your company match been year to date? Whether that's $1,500, whether that's $2,500, whether it's $6,000, what's been the company match that you've received thus far year to date? Everyone's pay stub is a little bit different. There's no universal format for your pay stub, and far too many of them are confusing. And so, but normally there is an employer contribution section, and maybe within that they're sharing how much they contribute to your health insurance. But you might also see in there your company match. If there's acronyms, which there often are, ER is a symbol for employer, should say something about company match as well. So find out what that number is. That's step number one. Step number two, log into your 401k online and go to the section where you can do an in-plan Roth conversion, an in-plan Roth conversion. Step number 3, do the in-plan Roth conversion for the amount of your company match, whether that was $1,500, whether that was $2,400, whatever it is. Do a in-plan Roth conversion for that amount and have 0% withheld for taxes. And then finally, step 4, develop a plan between now and the end of the year to come up with how you're going to pay the taxes on that Roth conversion. Doing these 4 steps will effectively accomplish the same thing. Basically, you'll have taken a look and seen, well, this is how much company match I've received year to date. And then step 2, that Roth conversion is taking that equivalent, that same amount, whether it's $1,500 or $5,000, whatever your company match has been year to date, and moving it from the pre-tax side of your 401k over to the Roth side so it grows tax-free from there on forward. But then step 4 is that's a taxable event. And the reason why in step 3 I didn't want you to withhold any taxes, number 1, your 401k might not allow it, but number 2, if you're under the age of 59 and a half and you withhold taxes on this Roth conversion, that's money that came out of your 401k plan and went to Uncle Sam. Technically, that money is not only taxable, it's also penalized. So you don't want to do that, and instead you want to do part 4, which is figure out a different way to manage the taxes. Maybe you already have or are expecting a tax refund, and this Roth conversion just eats up into some of that refund. Maybe you're going to break even then. Or you can find a way to withhold taxes on a different source of income, or even send a quarterly estimate. So there you go. There's your workaround. 4 steps as you wait patiently for, like the rest of us, for the ability to have your company match contributions into your 401k go directly into the Roth. But there's a 5th step. Actually, there's one before those other 4, and that is this something you should be doing? Is this a strategy you should implement? See, this is one of the tax planning strategies that you should consider, but knowing whether it's a good idea or a great idea, whether it's one that you should consider or one that you should implement, that's where you've got to look at all 6 areas of your financial life. Work with your certified financial planner. This intersects your present financial position, obviously your tax picture as well, your investment strategy, retirement strategies, even your estate planning as well. So 5 of the 6 areas of your financial life, this decision directly impacts. So work with your certified financial planner. See if you should have your company match dollars going into the Roth side of your 401k. Next, see if it's even available to you. And if it's not, and it's something you should do, follow those 4 steps to do an in-plan Roth conversion. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K. WiseMoneyShow.com. You can find us there as well. Or send us an email, info@Korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.